It's by the door.
No, it's not. That's Angelique's.
Isaiah, did you bring it in?
No, I brought it in.
She brought it in.
But I put it by the door. It's not there.
Did you check their room? Are you sure you brought it in?
I'm positive because I had it on my back when I was bringing the game.
Where'd you put it at?
And I was only carrying the waters.
Come on, Alina, let's go check if we're gonna go check if the deck bag is in the car.
Alright. Okay, let me know if you can see me clear or if I'm still blurry. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna start with my brows. Hi. So what I'm using is the LA Girl Pro foundation in the color beige. I already put it on my face. And then I use the Maybelline Fit Me. This is in True Beige. I use all different types of brands. So, no. My light just turned off. But anyways, I use the different colors or different brands, but we're gonna go ahead and start with my brows. So I use the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and this is in shade Ebony.
Oh, you need something? I got a blue.
So what I do when it comes to my brows is I'll outline it first and then I shade it in. So I'll start with the bottom
You guys want to go around the hill or to Loot Lake?
and line it out. And then do the other side. When we have a full house, you're going to hear a lot of background. Okay, so once I shape the bottom of my brows of how I want my brows to go, then I get my Anastasia Dip Brow. Another brand that's good for this dip brow is going to be the Cara. Cara is another one. This one's in chocolate. It's probably about $8, no more than $10. This is the Anastasia. If you're looking for more of an expensive brand, this is the one. It's, I believe, like retail $20 or something. But I'm going to use this one. And then I have this type of brush, just a slanted brush. Isaiah, can you go open that door, please?
Yeah. Probably Mia.
So then I outline
Look
the
through
top.
the thing first before you open that.
It is them.
Who is that?
It is them.
Who is it?
And so I start going against the line, or go against of what your hairline, or I don't know, the shape of your hair. And just shade it in, and then you want to use more product towards, I know, right? So it's, you want to use more product of this on the Monique. Veronica's friend was like, dang, right? Because you yelled.
What happened?
Who?
Monique, Veronica's friend.
Who?
She heard, Monique, Veronica's friend, your Aunt Veronica, she heard you yelling. She's all, dang, right?
Oh, the white one?
And then I'm going to do that on the other side.
Oh.
So from about here,
There's someone on the hill.
here,
158.
you want to shade in a little bit darker than the front if you're trying to get that like faded look. If you're not trying to get that faded look, or you just need to fill in all your eyebrows, you can just go about however you want to go. But I just start off by the edges, and then I thin it out, point it out more at the end, And I go in the strokes of where my hair is going. Now, if you don't have any hair, you can just kind of create it the way you want. And you see how I like got out the line? Don't worry about that. We're going to fix it. That is what concealer is for. So now that I shaded more towards the ends, in the front, you want to go upward and just kind of stroke it up like the light, like you're kind of combing up your hairs. And then you're going to do the same thing very lightly. And then you can go over this with like a brow gel, or you can just go over it with like a spoolie brush like this. And then just comb it up in the front so you kind of thin it out. So then the like strokes that you made kind of look more natural than just like you are drawing it. Next, what I do before I start doing my eyeshadow is I have different brands. If I think a good brand is the Amuse. It's like this. I don't know where even to get this, or you can get like a similar one from Maybelline. Another good one from a store brand is Milani. Milani's a really good one. For expensive, Tarte is a really good one. The tape shape or shape tape, whatever. Naked is a really good one. Yeah, share it, please. So what I'm doing is, if you guys can share, if you guys can like, and if you guys do have Instagram, once I reach up to 2.5K, I am going to be giving away a palette. I don't know which kind of palette, but I will be giving a giveaway for that time. Another expensive, if you're wanting to go with a good brand, is Kat Von D. Kat Von D is a really good brand also. It's more thick because it's more like her brands, I would say, like are more for like covering tattoos, covering, it has a lot of coverage in it, so if you need a lot of coverage, that one's good. But I'm going to use the Milani because it comes with a little like spongy top, but I took that off. So I'm just going to put some here on this eyelid and this one.
They just got that care package.
And so when you're shaping out your brows, so when you're shaping your brows, you want to get a flat brush like this. This is a Morphe brush. You can, this one probably is about, I would say no more than $8 for this brush. If you want to go with a less expensive brush, I'm trying to look for it in my brushes and I can't find it, but it's e.l.f. e.l.f. has the same type of flat square, so anything flat square if you can find cheap, but this is probably the most expensive that I'm going to use.
You're making me look like I suck.
So with this, I'm going to first line out the front. So you get some of this, you line it out in the front. And then you want to go down.
Need to get the game, man.
And then you want to do the same thing when you go towards the end. So you kind of want to use this as like, I don't know, you can use it like an eraser, I guess you can say. And just kind of outline it.
With who?
Then you want to go to your lid, because this is going to be used as like a base.
Bro, are you
Some
serious?
people use translucent powder after they do this. And if you're using bright colors, the best thing to do is to leave your concealer on, because you're going to have the most color when you're doing that. Instead of putting translucent powder, the translucent powder will...
Let's try the Q in their squad game.
Isaiah.
Because they ready up, we'll ready up, and then we'll give them their game.
the translucent powder will tone down your colors. So if you want vibrant, if you're using vibrant colors, or if you want your colors to pop out more, once you do this to your eye with your concealer, you want to leave it on. Don't do nothing stupid. Can you stop, man? Okay, so now that I did it on this side, I'm going to go ahead and just do it quick on this side.
Yeah.
He's out of control. Yes, you.
Huh? I can. Let me see.
So I kind of don't even know what look I want to do.
No,
I'm just going with the flow kind of.
No, he's still in here, but he left.
I don't know. I don't know what I should do. I don't know if I want to do vibrant colors or if I should do like a nude brown, like quick. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do something that you can do quick, that doesn't have to do with a lot. Like you don't have to do so many steps with your eyeshadow. It's kind of like
keeps inviting you. I can invite him. We can get Daniel.
Throw it on and go to work. So now that I outlined it, some people outline the top. I mean, you can. I don't. If you want it more boxy or more clean cut, you can do that. The only thing that I get scared about that is I don't want to wipe off the top. But you can do it a little bit.
Isaiah.
Or you don't want to wipe. I don't know. You don't want to wipe it off.
So what it?
And so I do that. So usually what I used to do was put the translucent powder over my concealer. I stopped doing that. Stopped. Because I seen the difference. So next, we're going to go ahead and start doing the eyeshadow. I'm going to do like a simple brown look. And I'm going to use the Tarte Balloon palette.
Yeah, Lexin, what's in the
When it comes to my eyeshadows, I have a lot of more expensive brown eyeshadow palettes, but I do have Beauty Creations and Be Bella, so those I would say are probably the less expensive. Take one of those ears out. The less expensive would be Beauty Creations or the Be Bella. Let me show you that one. I'm gonna see if my light will go back on.
Where are we going?
Nope, sure won't. Okay, so yeah, so the Tarte Bloom is what we're gonna use today, but my lighting is really bad, so sorry. But I'm gonna show you. I'm at home. I redid my whole thing. Oh, you seen? I'm gonna do a video of that, but let me show you these real quick. These are the less expensive ones. If you buy them on sale online at Beauty Creations or Be Bella, you can probably get them for like the cheapest is $11.99 or no more than $15. But this is more like a browns, and it comes with a lot of shades. I think the most that you'll spend on this palette, it doesn't come with the mirror, but the most that you'll probably spend on this type of palette is probably 20 bucks. So Be Bella and Beauty Creations, and a good tip is to know that when you're looking at palettes, if you really notice when you're shopping, the palettes that have the mirrors on them are going to be more expensive than opposed to a palette like this that does not have mirrors. And that's why, but you get more of your shades. This is another shade palette from Be Bella. The other one was Beauty Creations. So this one you'll probably pay no more than $20 for this one. This is another Beauty Creations, and I just want to show you this. So these ones have like a lot of different colors. So I would say these would be your more or less expensive type of palettes. This is going to be more of the high end of the tardiest bloom palette or tartlet. And then you can see this has a mirror on it, so this is going to be more expensive. This only has so many shades, but you're paying more just because I honestly think the brown... Hey, look it, come here. Someone wants to say hi to you. Come here. Want to say hi to Nene? Want to say hi to Nene? Look what we bought him. Come here. Let me see.
I have one.
Say, I'm Buzz. Say hi. Tell Nene hi. Nah, you don't want to say hi.
Oh, no.
Hi, Nene.
Ooh. Hurry up real quick. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, bye. Alright. So I'm going to be using
I couldn't build.
this one right here. So like I was saying, you get less.
I couldn't.
My bad.
You get less of what you're paying for basically. But these are like a higher quality, I guess you could say. So we're going to go into the eyeshadows.
Bro, leave. Just leave.
So I'm going to get a fluffy brush. When you're using your first base of your eyeshadow, you want to use more of a fluffy brush. So for my skin tone color, I'm going with this like orangish color. If you're more of a lighter tone, you can go anywhere from these shades right here because of course you're going to be a lighter tone. So these would be probably more of your nudes. This is going to be more of my nude because I'm darker. So I'm going to use that. And then I'm just going to go in circle motions back and forth. And then the same color with the same brush, I'm going to do the same thing. The only thing that I did when I did my eyebrows was I carved them out with concealer and I put the concealer on my lid. So when you put concealer on your lid versus putting the translucent powder over it, you're going to have more of a vibrant look, or you're going to notice the color more than opposed to putting like a eyeshadow first.
You think it's going to throw us in the same
Yeah,
thing?
it's my concealer. So all I have is concealer on my eyes, and now I'm placing the transition shade, which is going to be that orangish brown. So if you do like a white first, your colors won't come out as colorful as it would if you left your concealer, I guess.
So when you log in, there should be a code.
So this is just gonna, I'm literally gonna use probably about 1, 2, 3, 5 shades at the most out of this palette, and there's 12. So 5 shadows we're gonna use just a kind of simple on the go fast thing. So I'm using the same color and I'm just blending. That's probably the most that you're gonna do is the blending of your eyeshadow.
727 or no?
Okay, so now that I use that transition shade, which was this brownish orange color,
Anarchy.
and if you're more of a lighter tone of your skin tone, you're going to use more or less of these ones right here because you are lighter. If you are darker, then you would use like any of these two as your transition shade.
The code at the top of your name.
Since I use this one as my transition shade, I'm going to use this one right here. This is called Leader, and it's using the Tartelette Bloom palette, and we're going to use this right in the crease line of your eyes. So for this, you'll want to get like a smaller brush. Not too small, but you'll want to get something smaller than this one. So this is the first brush that we use. This is going to be our second brush that we're going to use. So as you can see, this one's more fluffy. This one's more tapered. This is going to...
Hella people.
I really like this one. This palette is so easy. Just you can use for like a simple brown look. This is the easiest. I like this palette. It's like one of the just on the go palettes. So this is the first brush that we used for that transition shade. This is the more tapered brush that we're going to use for the crease line. If you have smaller lids than what I do, then you can even go with something like something smaller like this. It's still a little bit tapered. The bristles are close together, so this would get into the crease line also. So if you have smaller lids, you can go with like a smaller brush. If you have a little bit bigger lids, you can work with this. So I'm gonna grab this shade right here, and we're just gonna put that in the crease line.
They're gonna report us. I don't got a gun. Someone drop me a pistol or something.
Raymond, tap him.
I ain't got shit, bro.
You're loud.
Hey, people. Look at Uncle Lex, little female character.
Once my ring light comes back on, you'll see the difference on the colors. Sorry, my lighting's heck bad right now.
Oh shit. I don't have a gun. I need a gun.
So you can see, I don't know if you can see, but you can see start fading and then darker in that crease
I
line.
know what your guys' suit.
I'm going to do the same thing right here.
Like.
And the best thing to do is not to windshield wipe on this, like be rough. You kind of just want to place
just remember
your brush where that crease is at and kind of just vary, or you can even dab it.
I need some bandages.
You're going to get the most color out of dabbing and out of kind of keeping your brush in place versus swiping and swiping, because then you're going to swipe away your eyeshadow. The only time you want to kind of slowly swipe is if you're blending it together.
I got it.
So next for myself, I like to go a little bit darker in the inner corners, and what I'm going to use for that, it's called Smoke Show. It's that one right here. It's like a dark brown.
I still need a weapon.
For this one, I'm going to use a smaller brush. So the lower you go on your lid, or the lower you're going in to bring up your shades, or bring down to darken your shades, the smaller brush you want to go with. So this brush is smaller. This is a Crown brush. The brand Crown is, they have really good quality brushes. They're not that expensive. They're cheaper than Morphe, I think. But most of the time you can find them online, unless you're a local like beauty store holds them. But so with that dark color, I'm gonna go into my inner to darken in the inner corners. So we've only used 3 shades so far out of this whole palette. And you don't have to put a lot. You can do the dabbing. You could do a little bit of swipe. Yay! Okay, so my light's working. So let me bring this forward so you can see a little bit better. So we just used 3 colors out of this palette. The 3 colors, we did the transition shade, we did that brown, and then we did the darker colors in the inner corners. So next what we're going to do is we're going to highlight the brow bone. And what we're going to use to highlight the brow bone, sorry. There. That light is like irritating me.
It's all about who.
Okay, so the Now I can see my brushes. So what I'm going to use for the brow bone is going to be this color right here. This is like the whitest shade. I probably even can go to this color, but I'm going to use this one right here. And I am just going to get this smaller brush. And if you have smaller lids, go smaller with the brush, because you don't want to have the brush overpower your eyes. And it's okay if you go over your eyeshadow that you already applied on your eye, because what we're going to do now is that first brush that you used to use that transition. They're playing. The first brush that we first used, Renee witnessed them. They are okay.
They're fine.
So the first brush that we first initially used. Oh. The first brush that we used, you're going to go over the transition shade again and kind of just blend out your whole eye. So that kind of gave us our fourth color. Now the fifth color is going to be literally the last color that you're going to use out of this palette, and what the color I'm going to use is this one right here. If you want to do more of a dark whatever. No, they're not. They are fed, they ate dessert, and they are playing in the room. So this one, you can go with this one to just brighten up your eyes, or you can go with this one to kind of give it more of a smoky look. I'm going to use this color right here. And the brush I'm going to use is going to be this brush right here. It's going to be more of a like stubby brush. And you can put concealer if you want. You don't have to put concealer with this. And you just put it in the front of your...
That's me on you. I'm glad I'm not playing under
I did the
my
eyebrow
camera
bone
right now.
already.
So if we get banned, fuck it.
Oh yeah, I do it after I do my eyeshadow.
I didn't get that through. Wait, what are they going to report us for boosting? How is boosting? What do we do?
Okay, so how I did that in the front, again, you're going to grab the blending brush, your transition brush, and just blend it in.
Watch out, watch out.
Okay. So now that we did that, this is literally it for the top lid. We use 5 shades. We use 5 shades, and that's kind of really it. Don't have to do anything else. You can do under the eyes if you do feel comfortable with putting. No, they're not. Put eyeshadow at the bottom of your eyes if you want to. You don't have to, but I'm going to. So I'm going to go back to this first color that I used, which is that orangish, brownish shade. And that's going to go under my eye.
That's fucked up, man.
Damn.
Give me that.
And then I'm going to go with a smaller brush. a smaller brush like this, and I'm going to grab that dark shade that we use and just put that on my waterline.
Hey, someone give me some sniper bullets.
Okay.
Give me some sniper bullets.
So that's really it for the eyeshadow. We used 5 different colors, and that is it. And I think it kind of really depends on the brushes that you're using, and the blending is going to be just really the biggest thing that you're going to have to do. But next we're going to go with the concealer. I put concealer after I put my foundation and my powder. It's just something that I do. Not everybody does that. You don't have to, but it is something that I do. So the less expensive would be LA Pro Concealer. Retails like $5. Or you can go more expensive and use the Naked, which is more expensive, and I think this one retails probably about $18. The one I'm going to use is going to be the LA Pro. This has like brush kind of, you just push it out.
Over there.
Go downward. So the key with putting your concealer on, you don't want to go like this. What happened? Isaiah, can you check on them, please?
Yeah.
And let me know what they're doing, please.
Anybody got sniper bullets?
So the difference between this and this is big difference. So this, no, he's not. You're supposed to be eating. Raymond, stop!
Oh my gosh, bro.
Leave him alone. So this, if you're going like this, you're going to enhance your dark circles. This, you're going to kind of lay it out to where you're not going to see your dark circles as much as you would be bringing them out like this.
Raymond is bothering me.
What is he doing? Raymond!
Raymond went like this.
You better stop.
Raymond's not sharing.
Raymond, tell him to stop, please.
No, I didn't count. That was a stupid.
No, come on, man.
Bro, I didn't know who to shoot.
Daddy's
No,
not
that
sharing.
don't count.
Leave him alone,
I
Raymond.
can't do that anymore.
No.
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 I'm bored.
I don't care if you're bored.
Put a movie on.
Hello? Hello?
Somebody
You guys all
locked
dead?
the controller.
Everybody dead?
That's their fault.
Is everybody dead?
Are you crying like a girl? All right then.
So I highlight in these areas. You don't have to, but something that I do.
I got it.
Is this your remote?
Yes.
The living remote. The remote is in the living room.
I'll find it.
know
I'll
it
find it.
Somebody lost it.
Go find it.
It really is. Oh my goodness, my house is crazy. I need a swig. No.
Everybody got the Royal Squire.
People are probably like, oh my gosh, this girl is a hot mess. She is all over the place. So,
Let me help you. Come here, I'm gonna help you.
okay.
I could be the sparkler girl.
So, on to the translucent
I'll be
powder. So, translucent powder. You can go 2 ways. Expensive and cheap. So, expensive, which is an expensive cheap because I actually bought the small size, not the full size. And this is the cheap. This is Airspun. So Airspun is the cheap one. This is probably retailed no more than $10. This little bad boy right here is Laura Mercier, and this one retailed, this little bottle retailed about $23. The big bottle retails probably about $34. Yeah, it's a lot.
Daniel, hurry
So
up.
I went with the small one. But Airspun. I'm going to use the Airspun one because I like to use this when I'm going places. This one, I'm just going to, because I'm doing makeup when I'm here. I'm not going nowhere because I don't have a life, but it's alright. I got you guys. So for this one, I use this blending brush, or you can use a blending.
Yeah, we want to play a video game. Can we?
Yeah, you can play it.
We can't do it.
You want to play the video games?
Yeah.
You want me to hook it up? Do you know how to hook it up? Oh, you're on the game.
Hey, what's
Come
your
on.
guys' number? Are you guys in?
Don't start getting all crazy.
Uncle Lex, you guys in?
You don't even know what to do.
In the match?
Mommy, does Daddy know how to do it?
No. Our thing starts
What's
off
going
with
on?
AFC. Our AC1.
You saying? First, we're gonna apply a little bit of
No wait, what's your
that
first three
snow to
numbers?
bluff. A little bit of powder.
Alright, the video game is on. Raymond!
No.
Oh my gosh.
We're all going to game chat?
Oh man, my light turned off again. Renee said that this is the ghettoest YouTube video.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, hey.
Okay, so I'm gonna get my translucent powder, and I'm gonna put
What?
this here
Don't make me go join the other team and go kill you.
and here.
Are they in there with you?
Now I'm
They
really
didn't hear. Everybody
oily
was screaming.
all
It was a game
right
like that
here.
anyways.
No, we're
all in
gonna
my
land in
T-zone.
spots. We're gonna go against
So Monique said sing for them.
Huh?
Monique said sing for them.
Alright, I don't know to see.
So I'm oily right
Why
here.
do you use your first finger for square?
And here, so I put more of the translucent
Use your
powder
thumb.
there.
Mm-hmm.
But I can let you know if you do have dry
you're doing
skin,
is
this
opening
is
doors
probably
while
a
your
step
fingers
that you
tweaking
want to
so bad.
skip.
Oh, no.
And if you do want to use it, I would put it just... I know, my lighting got bad because my ring light turned off.
Yeah. Alright, then hold up.
I don't know what's wrong with that thing. It only has like a certain amount of time and then it just turns off. But,
There.
excuse me. So if you have...
Ain't no little middle building. Who lived in the middle building?
Yeah, I
say goodbye.
Who looted the middle building?
So I use this. He just made me lose my thought. I use this. You can use brush too, but I use this.
I was watching you guys play that. That was gay.
But if you are dry, you don't want to. You don't really need to use this. You can use this. He's out of control. You can. She just put. Oh my gosh. You can use this, but I would use it very lightly. I wouldn't pack it on like I do.
Yeah.
So on to contour.
No, I got one here. I got one right here.
I'm trying to think. Do I have anything cheap? Yeah, I do. So expensive and cheap. So if I can find it, what do I do with it? Oh, cheap is gonna be Wet n Wild. This works really good. You can even use this to bake and this one to contour. Expensive. This is gonna be the Anastasia contour kit in the powder. And then there's the cream. Cocoa Contour would be another by Too Faced. And This would be another one that you can use. I really like this one. When you're using your translucent powder, if you don't have a sponge, you can use something like this that's really flat and tight at the top, and like a flat top. So when you apply it, it grabs the product more than if you were to use like something fluffy like this. This really won't hold anything. It'll kind of just get everywhere. This will, if you have a brush like this that's really flat and together, this will hold your translucent powder too. I like using the sponge just because it packs on there.
So now we got some light bullets.
So you see how it's grabbed all that product versus this. So you want to use this type of brush versus this type of brush if you don't use a sponge to apply on your face.
I am. Here, Daniel. You got some light.
Alright, so next to my contour. So contour, there's two ways you can do it. You can do it more of a bronzer, or you can do it more of a cut. So if you want your cheekbones to look more skinny, you're going to want to use a brush light.
Just wait. Let's just all watch. Alright, ready?
You can use a brush like this that's more pointed.
One in the house.
Or you can use the one that's flat and square like this. Oh, my brush.
One more in there. Watch out. One more attic. One more is an attic.
Like this. Hi. Or you can use one like that. It's going to more crease. This one will also do the work, more pointed. This, more like a fluffy brush, will be more like a bronze, more in your face, I guess. I don't know. But I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to also use this. So first I'm going to get this brown with the pointed brush.
I'm working with this gray one still.
And it's got the product on the tip. And this I just...
Anyone got
so
some
I'm
extra,
lining out
anyone got some extra
my contour.
Right here.
No, wait, it won't turn back on.
Thank you.
See, that's why I wanted my light right here.
Hmm?
I said that's why I wanted my light right here, because this thing doesn't stay on. That light?
Oh, what's wrong with that?
I don't know. It won't stay on.
The cord's loose. The cord's loose.
No, because it goes on for like so many minutes, and then it just stops.
Or a new light bulb.
I put a new light bulb in.
What are they playing out there?
The Nintendo.
Wait, what? Wait, what happened?
So, to take off my translucent powder, I use this brush. It looks like a spoon. You can use, if you don't want all of the white to come off, you can use more of a fluffy brush, or you can use just something that the bristles are really close together, like this one. And I just swipe. I really need my light.
Yeah, we know. Oh, yeah. Nice. Nice shots.
Alright. Yeah, I know. Okay. We got a light. So.
Anyone need bullets? Anyone need bullets or no?
It's so ghetto, huh? It's so horrible.
Alright.
But anyways. It's all good. I can still do makeup for you guys. So this is more of the bronze. So I'm going to use this brush. This doesn't grab as much product, but it does grab product, and it's going to apply more on your cheeks like that versus more of a cut.
Should I?
Look.
Oh. I got a medkit.
Okay.
I was giving it a try, but like, Uncle was like, dude, just do it.
Horrible. Alright. So.
No damn right,
Put this away. I usually put blush on my face, but today I'm not going to put blush. I'm just going to leave that bronze. So I'll give you kind of an idea of what we're looking at right now. So this is kind of it. So next we're going to do
I think someone's dead in the lobby.
You can do liner. You don't have to do liner. I'm going to do liner just so I can show you guys how I do my liner. People do eyeliner differently.
Oh, wait. Oh, they're back
I don't know if
shop?
I'm going to do a wing. The good thing about eyeliner is if you mess up,
there's a crossbow.
You can swing it out.
Us or them?
So I personally have a fave of e.l.f. This is my favorite black eyeliner. I try to go expensive, but I just didn't have the feel for it. What other ones do I have?
Yeah, I'm pushing towards this one over here. I see a chest. Huh.
Oh, there's NYX, but I think I've always went back to the e.l.f. This is like the best black eyeliner aside from Wet n Wild. Best, hands off. And I had like other high-end brand eyeliner, but it didn't work out for me. I don't know why. I don't like it, but e.l.f. is the best one. e.l.f. and Wet n Wild, best eyeliners ever. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my eyeliner and just show you kind of how I applied. I hope I don't mess up.
Where is he at?
So I start with the front first, then I work my way out.
Yeah. Oh, I hear those. There's someone busting what's the name, minigun. Oh, they're over there.
So I kind of
northeast.
start off here, and then I start off here.
One day at a gas station in Salty Springs.
That's why I love them snipers better.
Hmm?
Oh, thank you for just. Watch out! Behind us!
Okay. I can breathe now. Okay, I'm gonna do a little
Damn,
more
get
for the
way up
one.
there, man.
Oh my gosh.
What the hell?
Is there?
Someone's shooting at me from somewhere.
Oh my gosh, there I go messing up.
It's to your left.
Just talked about this. So, freaking where eyeliner and heck along.
There's one behind you.
What?
Renee, are you still on here?
Damn, I don't even know how I just got out of that right now.
Okay, so they're kind of off.
My bad, Daniel.
Your eyeliners. Yeah, no, this way off. I was gonna say it's never gonna be perfect, but so when you have something like this going on, you can always go to your concealer. And where is my brush at?
I can't build.
You can use a brush like this, or you can use the flat brush. I'm going to use this. Oh, so there's this thing for anybody who really likes sushi in Stockton, like loves sushi. And I wanted to tell you, they have this thing called poke bowl.
What do you think I'm doing right now?
Poke
I'm
bowl.
building hella fast.
Oh my gosh, so good. It's like the sashimi and the rice, and it's like a chipotle but for a sushi bowl.
What?
He has the same kind as you.
No. How many bowls did he eat though?
So I'm just carving out my eyeliner.
How bad, you guys, is this?
No, I was carrying.
It's so good. Oh my gosh, like bomb. And it's only $10, and you figure you go and you have sushi, you're gonna spend probably about $15 on a good roll. On a good roll.
Okay.
And I spent $10 on this roll. And you choose any. It's mostly all raw, but oh my gosh, it's so good though. Look at my eyeliner. That's just not happening. It's so good though. So good. I ate it today. But it really takes away your craving from sushi. And it's by Wingstop over there off West Lane. And it only costs $10. It's hecka good though. Hecka bomb. They have cooked shrimp there, but they don't really have cooked like seafood. It's just not working for me. They have, it's like good. The good thing about wearing lashes is this. You won't be able to see. But they have, the only thing that they have cooked is shrimp. But oh my gosh, so good. Like they can do brown rice, they can do greens, like salad, like kind of like a salad wise. And then you literally go down the line like Chipotle. Then they ask you what proteins you want. So you ask for like sashimi, or you can get shrimp, or you can get like the spicy tuna. You can get, oh, so good. And then once you pick your 3 or 4 meats, then they ask you like what stuff you want, and they can mix it all together. And then they put the spicy mayo, the soy sauce. They have wasabi. They have ginger. They have, oh, it's so good. And they make their teas. They don't have like, it's either tea or water. But we had the jasmine Thai tea. That was so good. But for my eyelashes, this is like the best of the best. It's by Too Faced. And it's called Better Than Sex. But it's a really good mascara. Another one that I've recently bought, and I'm like a big, what is that? Oh, another one that I bought that I like to try samples on was the new one. This is Bad Gal Bang Bang. Oh, this one works really good too. I'm going to use this one. This one's by Benefit. So this is their new, this is an actual, this is the mini size, but I think the bigger size, this one was 12 and then the bigger one is 22 or 23. But I like getting minis first just in case I don't like the product. But if I like it, I'll buy the
there was no guns nowhere. I had to steal one from Daniel.
Bigger size. So next I'm going to do my eyelashes. I like regular ones and I like drama. So these are more like wispies. These are Ardell. So they have a smaller band. They're more out like, they're not like, let me show you. Like these ones. These ones are more dramatic, so they have more of a thicker band. And these ones are like more thick than compared to these ones. Ardell are like my biggest favorite eyelashes, like wispies. But I'm going to use these ones right here. And the best eyelash glue is going to be Duo. Duo is going to be the best of the best eyeshadow, eyelash glue. So I'm going to use these ones. These ones are called Viola. And the next thing that I'm going to do on my YouTube channel is I'm going to show you how, because sometimes it's hard when you have nails like these to take off the glue to reuse. Like they'll say, I probably use these probably about 4 or 5 times, and they, to me, I don't know about you guys, but they look almost brand new, like they're in place. But I actually used them like probably about a good 4 or 5 times already. And it's hard when you have nails to take off the glue to reuse them, at least for me. So now that I have nails on, I'm going to show on my YouTube channel how to clean your eyelashes so you can continue to use them and continue to put them in the package just the way you got them. So I'll grab the tip like this.
Bro, go behind the little house.
Hey, move towards this house over here, bro.
Tell them to bring weapons.
Littles? I still ain't got no gun.
And you want to make sure that your eyelashes are a little bit dry on the glue before you apply them, because if you don't, they're just going to slide everywhere. You're going to get glue everywhere, and it's just going to look a hot mess.
I got some shield potions for both of you guys.
This isn't even a simple look, huh? I mean, my eyeshadow was a simple look, but the eyeliner, if you want to just hurry up and go, you don't have. You can skip the eyeliner step and skip the step. Oh, it's so hard to put eyelashes on with nails.
Hey, you guys need some shield potions or what?
So I kind of just pressed it against my eyelid.
Fresh one.
I just dropped them upstairs. Hey, here.
Press, yeah, and then press max, and then max.
Pick those shield potions up.
Okay.
You can do it.
Hi. Alright.
Whoa!
Then I'm going to grab the other eyelash. You can see, I can see the big difference. You guys missed all types of stuff. Raymond was on here. You guys gotta go back and rewatch this.
left.
So do the same thing with this one.
Bro, pass it.
Let's see if my light works now.
Yeah, this game. This is Little's and then playing.
No, what's wrong with that light? So you want to let it dry?
That's not fun. That's not fun. Huh. I was watching. And I'm playing again. My uncle just sucks. I gotta put.
Nigga, I'm better than you, nigga.
So you can apply
You're good because you had tweaker hands.
you can apply
Because
mascara after you
I don't know
put
what
your
you're talking about.
eyelashes on. I preferably don't like to do that because if you do, then
No, I know. If you ever watch me,
Isaiah,
if you ever watch me play the
do
game, like my fingers
your
are all over the place.
eyelashes,
Like
I don't know,
my index fingers on my,
you'll get
my triangle
mascara on them. Oh my gosh, you're loud.
Oh my god. Come on. Let's go snappy.
This is probably the most horriblest. Okay. You don't even know. You don't even want to know how this whole video was. Ghetto. Oh my gosh. Raymond yelling at the kids. Did you watch from the beginning?
I got the middle ones.
So this is so horrible.
No.
Okay, so this we're more or less done with. Next, I'm gonna do whatever. So I'm gonna go over the expensive and the cheap again. Of the best of the best of the cheap of the expensive too. So expensive, MAC 6 Plus, best thing ever. So if you want to go with expensive, this is the way to go. They also have mini sizes. So if you want to go expensive but you want to go cheap, you can always get a mini size. This right here is also good. This is Mario. I can't even say the second word. It's Badescu skincare. This is good for Raymond.
What, is loud?
Yes.
He was twerking.
This one smells like roses.
No, Poppies. No, Poppies. Stop it,
So this
Poppies.
is cheap. This is like $6 to $8. This is like $21. We're gonna go with this one. You can use this. This is just rose water.
Wait,
So you can use this as a primer and a setting spray, and it's rose water, so it's kind of, it doesn't have as much.
Where at?
Oh heck no. She tried to make a video today. I told her no.
So this one right here?
Alright, so now my lips.
Bro, they're busting
Nigga,
nigga.
are you...
I can't see. I'm like seeing from the slant. I'm looking at.
Should
the
I
game
go
from
bold
like a slant.
or
Like,
should
where's
I
my
go nude?
Shut up.
Bold or nude?
eyes? I'm wearing an
Bold or nude? No, we're just gonna go nude.
Whoa.
So my nude.
What the heck? I just got shots of like 60. No, hey, there's people behind us too. There's people behind us. There's a whole squad behind us.
Alright. Then I'm gonna look like a chola.
Like, those houses.
Like if I do this, I'm gonna look like Steph.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta leave, guys. Let's get out of
Let
here.
me see what bold.
Like, I got no heels.
Bold.
Daniel, you good over there, Daniel?
Like,
No.
this is chola.
You're
This
the
is
only one
Stephanie.
rushing. I don't know why.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Should have used it and took your shield potion.
Let's go, guys.
I'm dark.
Like, that's all he always leaves.
I'm
us.
dark, so I can't really go like, I have this shade, but it does not look good. And I just want to put it on just to show you that it doesn't look good. Like this. This is
Danny,
like,
back up, please.
hi, this is really,
Go out there.
I thought I was cute wearing this. It's for my skin tone, it's not cute. I'm gonna just go with that dark red. I think I'm gonna do it.
It's not even far.
I'm gonna go chola.
I got a sniper.
So I'm gonna line my lips with the matte. This is plum.
Oh,
By the mirror.
yeah. Just break the materials. Ah, man, I thought I was gonna break already.
But yeah, for Shanae, not for me.
Damn, why you fucking, all you gotta do is pull the trigger.
Easy
You jump when you do it.
Let me take this out again.
That's the second time. This game. That was the second time. What the heck? I'm breaking stuff over there. Yeah. All my bullets are going through them.
Watch out for that dude to the right.
One behind you, Daniel. One
Yeah, I
behind
tried
you.
red.
Nice. Good job, good job.
Chola. Okay, then this one is
Anyone
Urban
want to scope this
Decay.
rifle or no?
As you can see, I haven't even, like, I probably wore
What are
it
you doing,
once.
Isaiah?
Still has the sign on it. Look. See that?
Isaiah, okay, Isaiah, calm down.
Yeah, that would look pretty too. Nope, already pulled this out.
Oh, damn. Hey,
Steph.
circles here.
This is so you.
Bro, switch me spots. Okay. Thank you. Oh my god.
I look like Steph.
You got shot?
Nah, I fell down. I haven't met yet though. Oh, yeah.
I could tell you, this though, the formula on this is very velvety, so it's not matte. I mean, it's like a satin, so it don't get crusty.
Hey, you know I got heavy bullets?
It's because you guys are all chola.
Alright, so I got a sniper. Thank you. My Uncle Ray's watching me play. He's like, damn, calm down. Like, whenever I shoot, I jump.
Arya's just smiling. Aw, hi, my honey. I'll come to my house tomorrow.
It depends, like, if it's a clutch moment, then yeah.
Okay. Let me see if my light works again. Hey, it works. Sweaty.
Oh my god, that was the wrong item. My fault. That was the wrong.
Alright,
that was the
so
wrong
this
item.
is the final look. We went for gangsta. I Yes, it was supposed to be simple and fast, but this is it. Oh, my baby.
If you're using them, it's okay.
So this is it. I'll probably do another look when I have time. But now I get to wash all of this off. Because that's my life. So before I go though, I want to let you guys know that if you don't follow me already, or if you can share this video or like the video, and once I get to 2.k followers on my Instagram, I am going to give away a palette. Which palette I don't know yet, but it's gonna happen. So this is it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.